Hey everybody, how's it going? Joe's Neon checking in with you. I just wanted to give you an update video, let you know what's been going on. I know it's been a while, but hey, look where we are, right? We're back down in the shop, and I know things have gotten a little more cluttered than they were in the early days, basically when this bench was empty, but there's just been so much going on, so many projects. And I wanted to fill you in and share some of these things with you. First of all, I want to thank all my new subscribers. I got a bunch of new subscribers. Thank you so much for coming over and checking out the channel and hanging out. I really appreciate it. So, I've got a bunch going on, and I said that in the last video. But some things have come up, and everything is good. I've got a kayak trip planned in another week, so there's going to be plenty of footage from that. I'm really excited about that. So we're not really sure where we're going to go yet. We're kind of thinking that we want to do something different, something we haven't done before. So that should be interesting, and I'll be bringing you along for that. But anyhow, let me share with you some of the cool things that are going on. 2 days ago, my buddy right down the road here, Chad, he stopped by the house and he got two axes at an estate sale, and I was shocked. What treasures! I couldn't believe it. Look, I want to share them with you. Okay, now the handles were in great condition, so I wanted to preserve the handles, and I've already removed the handles, and I should have I should have shown that on video of removing the wedges. Now there was no steel wedges, only wooden wedges. And Chris Killinger, go over and check out Chris Killinger. He did a great video on saving a handle, removing a handle, and removing the wedges to save a handle. Super video. Thanks, Chris. That was awesome. Your tips really helped me, and this is basically what I used, and I was able to pull these wedges. Now, granted, the fact that they're dried out, the heads were loose, so it wasn't too hard to get them out. But your video, Chris, really helped a lot. Definitely, because if anything, it taught me a little patience, Just don't expect it to come right out. I started working it one way, and it didn't move. Then I tried to work it the other way, and it moved a little bit. And then I moved it the other way, and it moved a little bit, And then as you worked it, they both came out. And let me show you. These are beauties. Now, okay. I know some of you folks out there disagree with the vinegar bath, but I like doing my axe heads in the vinegar bath and cleaning them up. I just like that. There's guys out there that the more barbaric, the better, which is fine. That's cool. To each his own, right? So anyhow, let me show you these. The first one I want to show you is a really super nice. Whoa. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Here's the first one I want to show you, folks. This is really super sweet. I'm not kidding you. This is the condition that I received these tools in, okay? Here we go. First one is this Collins. Okay, now this handle, you're going to ask me. This handle is 18 inches long. Okay? And it's a small boy's axe head. Collins, right in there. And this is an old one. Now, folks, get a load of this. Come on. Look at the pole on this axe. It's barely ever been tapped. It's mint. This head is absolutely mint. The edge was kept kept in really good condition, and I can tell by the fine marks that it was sharpened with a file. You know, which, you know, somebody put some care and effort into taking care of this axe, and I'm so proud to have it. But anyhow, check it out. Now, you folks will look at a handle like this and say, "Oh, geez, Joe, isn't it kind of all dried up?" And well, yeah, it is. But we can bring it right back. And when you have a seat and a fit like that, you know, look at the old wedge. Now, of course, I'll be putting a new wedge in them when I rehaft them. I'll be using a new wedge. But as an example, let me show you a handle that I restored that looked exactly like this one. Hang on. This is an old Stanley that a friend of mine found in his barn. And the head was half sunk in the mud. And she's a razor blade. I kid you not. Did a little work on the pole, but this is how nice this hickory, this old hickory, can come back. From this to this. And I'm going to take you along for the process. You're going to see for yourselves how I actually do this. I promise. Okay. So the next one I got, this is amazing. Look at this jersey. I don't have one in my collection. I do not have a jersey in my collection. And this jersey is absolutely gorgeous. You can see the mega heat treat in it. And the blade, it's going to be so easy to clean that up. I can't express to you. It's just an absolutely gorgeous head. God, I don't know what this thing weighs. I don't have a scale to weigh it, but this is definitely, this is a 3.5 pounder to 4 pounder, okay? Beauty, isn't she? But we got an issue. We got a little bit of a problem. Yeah, that's a crack. It's, the pole is cracked right down the center almost, right through here, and right through there. So, I've got a guy, I've got a guy that, he's a master welder, and I recently did some neon work for him, and he was in my shop, and he saw this, and he said, "Can I weld that?" And I said, "Absolutely." Vic, I'm sorry. I knew I touched base with you, my buddy Victor Fazio III. Go check out his channel. He's awesome. And Vic welds big time too. But this guy, he just happened to catch me, and I had to give him the opportunity to go ahead and do this. And supposedly he's going to be shooting some video of when he does weld it. So that'll be really nice. I can show that to you folks also, you know. But yeah, can you believe it? I've never seen anything like it. And the pole really isn't that beat up. It's really not at all. I just can't understand how it could crack like that. But anyhow, beautiful head. There's no markings on this. It doesn't say anything. But here's the handle. Again, completely, like, it's like dried, bleached out. But that's okay. I got a remedy for that. And here's the old wedge. How that was set. Now, I want to show you folks something, okay? Check it out. You see this crack? This crack is running right down here over the shoulder, okay? And down into the handle. It's a crack from dryness is what it is, okay? It's not a crack. If it was going to crack, it'd be in a place like this run out right here. But these are in a good area for me now. But this handle is gorgeous. It's just nice and slender. Look at that fawn's foot. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. The grain is not the best, but she's going to be a beauty. You see the way the cheeks were set when this was hung. Look at that. How that it was just hung perfectly. It was neglected and it dried out. That's what happened. You know? It's going to be refurbished and it's going to be absolutely amazing. So listen, I want to give a shout out to my buddy Bill Kraus. Bill, how you doing, my friend? I've been getting your comments, and you had some questions on some of my axes and some things you would like to see. Congratulations on your purchase of your Collins double bit. That's awesome. You had last message. I think you had said you started the pattern for your sheath. Excellent. That's great. I hope you enjoyed the experience of making your own sheath. And you had mentioned that you liked the way that I did my double bit sheaths. And before I get to that, I'm forgetting something that I wanted to mention, okay? We were talking about these cracks, okay, that are here in the handle. Now, once I moisturize this is going to be fine, okay? But I want to show you what I recently tried, and I want to give a lot of credit to a channel called Skill Cult. This guy he's a very interesting human being. That's all I can say. Go check him out. Skill Cult. And, you know, there's been a lot of folks who put videos out about wrapping an axe, wrapping an axe handle for, overstrike, all the things that happen to an axe handle, and it gets dinged up on what I call the neck or the throat, of the handle. And he came up with this, and I tried it, and I can't believe it. I want to share it with you. Check it out. Okay? So, this is my always go-to boys axe. This is, it's a no-namer. But, that is wrapped rawhide. This stuff is hard as a rock. It's unbelievable when this stuff, you put it on wet, soaking wet, and when it dries, it shrinks. And this ain't going nowhere. This is part of the axe now. And it's awesome. I love it. I love it. I can't think of his first name right now, but thank you, Skill Cult. Here's one I just finished up, and I want to give big grats to my buddy, Chris Killinger. I got this handle from him at Axe Day that we recently had, and you saw a video from that. But he hooked me up with this amazing hand. Look at that. Come on. And I went ahead and did the rawhide wrap on it. And it's amazing. It just becomes part of the handle. Made a sheath, as you know. One of my classic sheaths. And I also got to thank Chris. Thank you, buddy. I stole a little bit of the Killinger design that he does. And I think that really looks nice. Excellent, Chris. Thanks, bud. Yeah, I absolutely love it. So I wanted to share that with you. And where did I get my rawhide from? Well, I went to Ocean State Job Lot and I bought the biggest rawhide dog bone they sell. Thing was like this big, right? And what you do is you fill your sink with hot water and you put the thing in there for a couple hours and it'll start to soften, and you totally untie it and lay it all out. And then while it's wet, you can cut it, you can work with it. And then the stuff that you have left over that you want to save, just lay it out flat and let it dry. And from the one bone, I did those two axes, and I've still got all of this rawhide. I think it cost me $1.99 for the bone. And see what I did, I'll show you. This is really awesome. I took the rawhide and I made myself little nests of lacing. See, they're all dry now. But when you soak these in water and you lace with them and they dry, forget it. I don't know if you guys ever remember in the old westerns. So cool. They the natives would take hostage, you know, somebody, let's just say, and they would dig a hole and they would bury him in the sand up to their neck. And before they left him, they would take a wet piece of rawhide and tie it around their neck and leave him in the desert sun. That's a horrible, slow death. It probably took about an hour and a half, and then you're dead. That's how much it shrinks, you know. But for an application like this, and I'm going to find others, that's fantastic. Anyhow, back to Bill Krause. Bill, all right, you wanted to see the double bit sheaths that I've been doing, and where you slide the handle through. Now, before I start showing you guys these, and most of you folks have seen these, but I had a viewer, I'm sorry, I don't remember who you are, but you know who you are, that had suggested, Joe, how about you pull the sheath over the top of the axe and then have it buckle from the bottom? I thought that was a pretty good idea, and I'm going to try that. But this is what I've been using. It's worked for me. I've never really seen axe sheaths done like this, but it made sense to me. So, Bill, let's start with the Collins, okay? One Collins I have, and this is a single bit, okay? That's my Legitimus Hudson River, okay? It's a great axe. I did steel wedge that one because this one was seeing some pretty heavy use when I was at my old place. The other Collins is this one here. Okay, and I think that this is the one that you were talking about. And this is a double bit with an ash handle, and it is sheath pulls over the top. Okay, these are kind of funky. Okay, but there you go. That's a Collins Commander. Okay, it's got beveled cheeks on the blade. This is a gorgeous double bit. Again, ash handle. And this is what the sheaths look like. Okay. Now, this most amazing texture and beauty that you're seeing in the work of this leather is done by soaking it in water and pounding it with a hammer on your driveway. That's what you get. It's gorgeous. I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, so that's the Collins Commander, okay? Now, I'll just show you a couple other ways I came up with the double bit sheaths, Bill, and I hope it helps you in your build. Okay, here's one with 3 buttons, 3 snaps, okay? And that's all tooled out, you know, and it goes on and off exact same way, okay? Now, right down to my cruisers, you know, I did this one a little bit different with just a center flap. That's because of the shape of the blade. This is such a gorgeous Norland. You folks have seen this. Right? And see, it's just handled right up through the bottom. Lift the flap. Go ahead and line your bits up. Bam, you're on. Okay. This is a gorgeous little plum cruiser. This is a double strapper. You know, just changing it up a little bit. It's fun. Really been enjoying the leather work lately. It's been awesome. I've had a couple sheaths that have gone to Canada, and yeah, all over the place. It's fun. It is fun. What else I got going? Okay, here's one. This is that beautiful ash handle, curly ash handle. Now, you saw this in the Axe Day video, I do believe. This thing is just ridiculous. Beautiful, beautiful handle. But yeah, it's hung, stiletto from Southern California is the head. And again, this is pretty much along the same lines as the ones that you've already seen. So, but I like to change it up. I put my initials on it. This X is not going anywhere. This one here. Thank you, Chris Killinger. Chris Killinger put this axe head in the mail for me. There's a video on it, but I want to show you. So I made an extra special sheath for it. It's like super tooled. Let me show you this head. Sorry about that for all you folks out there that do not like shiny axes. She's a beauty. Look at that haft. Look at that hang. Wow. Yep. And it's kind of hard to show you on camera, but I just hold the axe between my knees. Gosh, that thing is sharp. That's it. There might be a little bit of movement, but you gotta have that. So anyhow, folks, I think this video has gone long enough. Again, update. Oh, I want to show you guys really quick how nice the falls is flowing this spring. Here you go. Here's a clip of that. Well, all right, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video and the update. Got some stuff coming up. So thank you so much for hanging around. I know I haven't had much content out, but that's going to change. And I hope you've enjoyed hanging out in the shop, because I have. I've been spending a lot of time down here. Yeah, lots of projects going on. And I will keep you folks updated with everything that's going on. Sandy update. Let's do a Sandy update. Sandy is doing some better. We think some of the combinations of medication is working for her, working better for her. She is having some better days, which is, just as much as we could ask for. So that's been wonderful. And seeing the leaves start to come out, and everything's starting to turn green, that helps with the spirit too. So anyhow, thank you so much for checking out the video. Again, thank you to all my new subscribers, and more good stuff coming. Thanks a lot, folks. We'll talk to you soon.